Chismosas, it seems like after this whole drama that's been going on between Guillermo Rosas and RBD, things have finally reached a resolution, and RBD posted a statement on their Instagram talking about the situation. Now, this is the statement in question, and honestly, when I first read this the first 100 times, I didn't understand shit about what was going on. And I'm sure a lot of you guys felt the same way, so let me put it in the most simplest way that I understood it, with me not being a lawyer or anybody important at all. So basically, the way that I understood it is that T6H and Guillermo Rosas was like, RBD owes us over $10 million because we helped them put together all of this tour. And RBD came back and they were like, y'all, that doesn't make sense. So we're gonna do an audit, and they took this to federal court and they're like, something seems iffy here. So ultimately they were locked in battle for a long time trying to figure out what's going on. And finally T6H was like, okay, we're gonna reach an agreement, and they accepted a little over $4 million and some change for everything that was going on, which RBD says is over $5 million of what the original sum that they were asking for was. RBD was like, well, you know what? This just goes to show that you should ask questions and stand up for yourself. And they said that they felt the responsibility to address the challenges that can arise in the industry, with our priority being the protection of artists' rights. And basically they're like, advocate for yourself and make sure that you're reading the fine print. Now, cool and dandy, this whole thing is wrapped up, but Guillermo Rosas was like, I'm not gonna let you have the last word. And he put out another statement basically saying that they only settled because they didn't want to be locked up in this thing for another couple of years. Now, this is Guillermo Rosas' statement. You can see it's very long, it's in Spanish, you guys can pause to read. But on the very top, he says, me llevo los mejores recuerdos, which is I'll take the best memories with me. And essentially what Guillermo Rosas is saying is that in the whole thing of them putting together the whole tour, that they only asked for 16.66% of all of the revenue or whatever they were making from the tour, which is way less than industry standard, which is typically about 20 to 30%. That they felt like that was fair, but then they came out with all this shit and they didn't want to pay them. But ultimately, they were locked up in a legal battle for so long that they decided to settle, which ended up having them only receiving about 9% of the revenue instead of what the industry standard is, which is about 20 to 30%. So he's standing on all 10 toes and saying, you know, we settled, but it's not because we wanted to. It's just like we were over it. And ultimately, let's be realistic, it was probably costing them more to be in court than just to settle with them. Now, that is definitely very interesting to me, but I'm very curious to know what you guys think about all of this tea that's being spilled, all the statements that were put out. And also, do you think now that this is all over that they'll go back on tour? Let me know your opinions down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.